Hey phone, what's up? I'm currently watching Rebecca Black's music video. My moment. My moment, yeah. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I actually want to talk about that. For a 14-year-old girl, she's 14 now, yeah? She used to be 13. People age, isn't that weird? It's crazy. But for a 14-year-old girl, she receives way more hate than she should. I mean, like, really? Yeah, Friday was a bad song. Okay, nobody liked it, whatever. Get over it. Her new song came out, and it basically kind of just craps on all of her haters, because it's kind of like, dude, this is my moment, dude. I'm making something out of it. This is my moment. And I'm not saying, like, her song's, like, powerful, and it really touched me, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, she obviously doesn't care. So I left a comment, I was like, dude, you guys are still hating, because there's like 80,000 comments instantly just hating on her more. I'm like, you guys are still hating. Do you realize your hate is what got her to where she is, and you're still gonna hate? People are just stupid, really. So I'm like, keep hating. Obviously, she doesn't care. She's making something out of it. Someone replied back and said, well, eventually we're gonna kill her. And I'm like, what? Give the girl props. She's not sitting there crying and, weeping because you guys are hating on her. Instead, she's making something out of it. Like, are you kidding me right now? And you're going to give her death threats? Grow up. Oh my god. That kind of irritates me that this is the world that we're in. That people receive death threats. Really? I'm honestly just kind of mad about everything right now because, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Jaycee Dugard thing. She was kidnapped when she was like 11, and this freaking registered sex offender stored her in a backyard, raped her consistently, him and his wife, like, abused her and stuff, and then he had 2 kids with her, and then he eventually, promoted her to a tent instead of a little shed, and he kept her back there. And you know what the worst part is? The cops went there 50 times. 50 freaking times, and never even searched the backyard, never even paid attention. One time they even talked to the girl, and it's my brother's kids. If they would have called his brother, he would have said, I don't even have kids, because he wasn't in on it. I'm scared about the system. I'm scared about the way people's brain works. I don't understand anything. I mean, they knew how he worked, and you know the worst part? He was supposed to be in prison for 50 years. 50 freaking years, and they let him out. They let him out after like 11. Are you kidding me right now? And then they send him letters like, oh, thank you so much for, following the rules and being really good. When he had like a girl and her 2 daughters that were by him because he raped her in his backyard, And they were sending them letters saying, you're doing a good job. They weren't doing a good job. They came there 50 times and never even really investigated it. One time, the neighbor called and said, hey, my neighbor has kids living in a tent. And you know what they did? Knocked on the door, talked to him, and then left. Didn't even look in his backyard. Does that scare you? Doesn't that scare you how this works? Our system's screwed up. It scares me. It scares me. If he was never let out of prison, that never would happen. Think about her mother. Think about being a mother and losing your daughter to a registered sex offender who's supposed to still be in prison, and then finding out that the cops were there 50 times, checking up and never even really cared to investigate. They have videos of it, everything. I'll put a video down there if you want to watch the whole story. I was gonna, oh my god, I want to cry. I was gonna make a video about it when I first saw it, but I was crying so much and I was freaking out and I couldn't do it. So yeah, if you want to watch it, it's really touching and it's crazy and how positive she is. She's so positive. They finally found her because these 2 police people, saw the guy with her 2 daughters and knew, the kids didn't look right. They looked really upset, so they investigated. But the fact that the other people visited 50 times and knew how the guy worked and knew he raped a girl in his shed before, didn't even bother to investigate, blows my mind. Another freaking story is not today, but recently, a guy killed his parents with a hammer, locked their bedroom, shoved them like in the closet or something, and then threw a party. Invited like all of his friends over and threw a party with his dead parents in the bedroom. Doesn't it scare you that this is the world that we're in? People are killing their parents with hammers. A registered sex offender gets, let out of prison after 11 years and then complimented for being, doing a good job when, really he has, a person in the back that he rapes consistently and his wife was in on it. Like, ugh! And then you have people threatening a poor 14-year-old girl who's making music. Like, grow up. The worst part about it is I'm making all these points, and like all these comments are just gonna be like, oh, you want to be Justin Bieber, you're gay. It's like, oh, I don't even know. I don't know how people's mind works. I don't understand anything. All I know is I'm kind of ashamed that we have people like this to represent us. You know, I don't know, but enjoy your day and keep on hating, because that's really cool, bro. Peace.